All right, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this Saturday evening. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm going to move this over to the other screen so I can see you guys, as the saying goes. I made a nice little haul at the game store this weekend, Friday. I got two things we're going to go over. So first, and we're going to come back to each, we're going to talk about Fallout, the role-playing game, 2D20 by Modifius. What a heavy book. The book is heavy. So we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about the Scarlet Citadel, a dungeon of secrets. This is for 5th edition. This is done by Kobold Press. It's done by Steve Winter. It's Kobold Press, as you can see the logo on the back. And it is... I didn't realize it had another map in the back. Ooh, it shows you what I get for not looking at my books. Of course, the OGL is in there because it's not done by WotC. And it's hardback, and we are looking at 202 pages of content. This is a mega dungeon. This is $39.99, $40 US retail. I bought it at my favorite local game store, Level Up Games in Superior. And then they also, for another $40, they sell the map pack. So this is a whole bunch of different maps. I'm not going to open them up. Yeah, you guys know what maps look like. They are all pre-done with 1-inch grids on them, so that is super cool. We're going to go over Scarlet Citadel first. If you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that I am not a Dungeons & Dragons fan. I love Dungeons & Dragons. It's what started the hobby, and it has a long, wonderful history, and I'm just not a big fan of 5th edition. I don't particularly care for the mechanics that much. I don't like how the game plays myself, but I do enjoy the game. But it's not one I want to run, and I'm predominantly a GM. I run most of the time. So you would say, Mr. Mean, why would you pick up Scarlet Citadel? Well, one, if you can see on the shelf back there, right there where the red is, that's all of the Midgard stuff to date that's out from Kobold Press. I love the products of Kobold Press. They do phenomenal material. It's very well done. It's very well laid out. It's very well thought out, and the production value is top notch. All their books seem to hold up really well. I did start my current Pathfinder game as a D&D game where we were using the Midgard setting, and we all really enjoyed it. And I think if I was going to go back and run 5th edition, I would go back. I would run the Midgard setting. So I saw this. This was a straight-up impulse purchase. I saw it sitting on a shelf, and then I saw the map pack on a different area in the game store completely by accident. And so it's kind of funny because I saw the map pack, and I was like, oh, because I saw it had the same logo on the front, and I was like, what? And then I realized when I read it, oh, it's a map pack. So it's really nice. I like Pathfinder does this. Paizo does this really well, where their adventure paths, they usually sell map packs with them. Say that 5 times fast, kids. And it seems evidently that Wizards has finally caught on. It's only taken 10 years, but Wizards of the Coast has finally caught on, and they've or I should say in this case Kobold, but again Kobold I think is a phenomenal publisher. They're up there, in my opinion, with Paizo on the quality and the production value of their products. I really like how they market and produce. I'm on the Kobold News Press releases. I get them. I don't buy a ton of Kobold Press because I don't run 5th edition. It's just not my cup of tea. But I do like their products. I have Citadel, or the Ghoul Nation, or whatever it is. I can't remember. Empire of the Ghouls. I have that. I have no plans on running it. It is very much steeped in the Midgard setting. Unless I wanted to convert Midgard to Pathfinder 2nd edition, which could be done. It's not terribly hard. All you need is the settings and the names and everything, and then you just use all the monster stats and mechanics from Pathfinder. It's not terribly hard. And that's what leads to this. That is why I bought this. I saw this. I read the back. It kind of captured my imagination and my interest. And it's not terribly big, as you can see. It's 202 pages, and that's several pages of handouts and stuff and fluff. So, but it's a dungeon adventure. It's a dungeon crawl, like almost like a mega dungeon. Not quite as big as a mega dungeon, but pretty close. And then, of course, I've got all the maps of every level of the dungeon. So it's really nice. So as we go from one level, transverse to the next level, boom, I've got the map. So prep work on my side, slim to none. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this over to Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And when I say convert, I'm going to put it in Golarion, which is the world of Pathfinder. And I'm going to put the tower, the fortress, the Scarlet Citadel, in somewhere in Golarion, probably in Ascalon, or I can't remember the name right now. I'm a little fuzzy. I didn't get a nap today. See, kids, don't get old. This is what happens. You get fuzzy. But anyway, I'm gonna put this in the world of Golarion somewhere. We're gonna make new characters. We're playing Age of Ashes right now, and so which is a adventure path. And when we're done with that, we're going to make new characters. I think when we're done with this second book, because from what I've read from the second book, it wraps up kind of well, and I think that'll be a good stopping point, and then we can come back to it. And the players will be, I believe, 9th level, so that's a pretty decent level. And then we're going to go back, make first level characters, and I'm going to run them through this because I spent yesterday afternoon reading this. Should have been prepping for my Pathfinder game, but I was pretty well prepped for that. So I spent some time reading this, and I gotta say I really enjoyed what I was reading. The background, now it is flavored for Midgard, so if you're playing in the Midgard, I can't talk tonight, I apologize. If you're playing in the Midgard environment for 5th edition D&D using Kobold Press's rules, then this is right up your alley. This is a pre-done mega dungeon adventure. I wouldn't say mega dungeon, but a large dungeon. Has several floors. I think there's like five or six floors. And it's nice because I like it too because it's just stuck in here. There we go. So I'm going to put this down. And the book is really well done. The art in there is phenomenal. So you get... here's the basic map of the Red Tower. So then this is what the players can see. And then here's the big mega dungeon. So we've got, let's see, we'll count the ground level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels for them to go through. So, and it's supposed to take them to 10th level, I believe, from 1st to 10th level. So that's kind of good. So I'm definitely looking forward to giving this a shot. And having the players, run around in Pathfinder, because they're all set with the Pathfinder now. They would probably love it if I would run 5th edition, but it doesn't capture me, guys. It's a good game. I don't have anything against it. It just doesn't do it for me. And I like the Pathfinder 3 action economy. So with that being said, I'm going to, like I said, convert this. I'm just going to take the monsters out of here and find the Pathfinder equivalent. Everything else is pretty much the same. Dungeons and traps and things like that will require a stealth or a perception check and so on and so forth. Pathfinder skills are a little bit different, but it's not going to be hard to convert. And, it's so far it's turning out to be a really good read. I'm just reading the lore right now in the very beginning of the book, but I'm going to dig through it some more. And I'm really finding it enjoyable. And like I said, with the map pack, for $80, you've got, I would say, we play almost every Friday. Now, I live in the great north of northern Minnesota, so we haven't gotten snow yet, but it's coming any day. And so, we're going to have days where we can't game and Fridays where we can't game and stuff like that. So, but we try to game every week. And then, of course, in the summertime, the weather is nice and people want to go camping and go out and do things. So a lot of times our weekends are squashed. We can't get together and game because we're going and doing things, or life intervenes, as the old saying goes. So that being said, that is several months, if not a year's worth of really good gaming, in my opinion. The adventure seems to be written really well from what I've barely dug into it, but what I have read is captivating and engaging. And I think it's a good use of your $40. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can get the map pack, and you can You can, so an investment of $80, you'll have all the maps that you need. They're double-sided maps, so it's pretty cool, and I think it's totally worth your hobby dollars. So that being said, we want to jump over to Fallout. I am running a campaign on Foundry. It's going to be a 4-session like mini adventure. We've only had 2 sessions. We had basically character creation, and then we had the first session, which one of the players was a vault dweller, and she woke up in the vault, and she's got a pig as her pet, has her dog. Instead of a dog, it's a pig. So it's super awesome. Love the players. They've given me rich background detail, lots of good information. I have a civilized ghoul, which is pretty awesome and entails no amount of jokes. So definitely go into the playlist there. I have a Mr. Mean Plays, and it's Fallout. And I think there's 2 episodes up there already. So, but this is hardback. This is a heavy book. I mean, this retails for, I believe, $55 or $54.99 or $51.99 or something like that. I got it from my favorite local game store, but they had a hard time getting it, and it took several weeks for me to get it. So I was not very happy with them, but it did come in. But the nice thing is it's available now through the Modifius US web store. So if you live here in the States, it's going to be a little bit easier to get it. You're not going to have to pay the exorbitant shipping charges that you would if you were getting it from overseas. So, your character is special. This is a beautiful book, guys. It is heavy. And one of the neat things is they've included a ribbon. This is not the special edition. The special edition has a solid, like, bluish cover, and it just has the Vault logo on it. So this is the normal retail, and it comes with a ribbon. You can see a yellow ribbon in there. So the paper is some sort of matte, kind of glossy, but the art is fantastic. Pardon me for the camera or the light. But you can see the art is really nice. Some of it appears to be taken straight from the game. And, awesome equipment list and everything. I have the PDF, and I'm super grateful that I have the PDF. The character sheet is pretty nice. I'm hoping that this gets the treatment that Infinity and Conan and Mutant Chronicles got, and we get an online character generator. There's some pinup art, which is phenomenal. If I could get the damn page straight. The Nuka-Cola girl. That's pretty awesome right there. So the other cool thing is if you're playing in your local, if in your house or at your local gaming club, they have the Fallout miniatures game, and they have all the miniatures that you could need for this game. So definitely, if you're into the miniature tabletop, but you want to do a role-playing game and you like using miniatures like I do, this is definitely a buy. And then you can pick up those miniature packs for the Fallout skirmish game. I'm playing on Foundry because none of my local players here have any interest in this. It's hard enough to get them to play Pathfinder, much less any other game. This is the skill system. It's a 2D20 system. If you've never played 2D20, go back in the archives, and I've got a video explaining the 2D20 system and the various game worlds that use it, and explains about each little world in a little bit. So this is fantastic, guys. High gloss paper. It's heavy paper. This book, I feel, is going to hold up. There's a ribbon in there where you can, hold your pages and everything. It's super cool. All I can say is it's a buy. If you've played the Bethesda Fallout video game, then this plays just like the video game. It's super cool. There are rules in here for scrounging. There's rules for making materials out of things, salvaging, like any monster or critter that you kill, there's salvaging rules, so you get parts from them. So it's pretty damn cool. You can kill a rad roach and you get irradiated meat, so it's pretty cool. It's like I said, if you've played the Fallout games, this is going to be right up your alley. If you're a fan of the 2D20 system, then you're going to also like this because that's the rule set it uses, and it's really good. I highly recommend it. I'm enjoying it. Check out the the live play that we do, I record them on Wednesday nights, and then they're posted on the channel Thursday. So next Thursday we'll have another episode, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So I just wanted to put together a quick video. I got my Elgato Steam Deck all set up so I can easily do these transitions and stuff, and I'm super happy with it. And all I gotta say, guys, is it's a great time to be a gamer. We have so many choices for $100, and it's really good. So that's the end of the review. I really can't say enough about Fallout, by Modifius 2D20 system. Pick it up. It's a buy in my book. I'm really enjoying running it. I do want to give a couple shout outs. As always, check the notes in the doobly-doo. You'll see that I have I've put up a bunch of different links and stuff, and I can't work my phone here because it's too many moving parts. There we go. So we are up to, let's see here. Let's check this out here. We are up to 944 subscribers. I was really hoping to hit that 1,000 mark by the end of this year, but it looks like we'll probably hit it early next year. But if you have friends in your gaming group or whatever, and they're into like watching reviews and stuff or seeing my crazy silliness, turn them onto the channel, man. Get a like and a subscribe. It really helps the channel. We got a couple new subscribers. D Shoe. Yes, the letter D space SHOE. Thank you so much for subscribing. And I don't know who the other. Andreas Johansson. And let's see who else. Unfortunately, it doesn't put it in a list. Dave Erickson. Those are the new subscribers. So give a big shout out to all of those guys. Thank you so much. You can check me out on Patreon. Links down in the doobly-doo. I'm on PayPal. Pay me if you want to send a one-time donation. I have a Discord channel. When you do the Patreon for $5 a month, you get access to the Patreon and special subscriber perks, such as when I run games, you get first dibs. I also do, every so often, I'll do a monthly drawing where I will send you a book or something from my library as gratis, and just a thank you for being a subscriber. So I do a random draw. So a big thank you to all my patrons. It helps out the channel a lot, and I really appreciate it. Swing over to Discord. We chat about tabletop games. I've gotten a few, by popular demand, I've gotten a few different subgroups. So we have the Let's Talk About RPGs, which is the main channel. And it's exactly what the branding says. Let's talk about RPGs. And then I have The Art is the Mini. As you can see, I have some painting stuff behind me. I like to paint miniatures. I'm not very good, but I have fun with it, and it's quite relaxing, and I enjoy it. I do play a lot of skirmish mini games when I can. Since the pandemic, I haven't had a chance to play any. And then we have That PC or Console Game, which is another one that I just made up because I've been playing the New World MMO and by Amazon, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So just a shout out, a couple of things going on with the channel. I've been streaming Star Wars. I'm probably going to stream a little bit tonight. That's on a separate channel for my YouTube, Mr. Mean Plays Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO. And so I'll probably log in and play some of my Jedi Knight tonight, since I'm feeling the urge. But other than that, I hope everybody's doing great. As always, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, spending your time with me. If you have any questions or comments, put them down in the doobly-doo, and I will do my best to answer them. I try to answer all of the questions. So until we meet again, my friends, I wish you peace and prosperity. And remember, Mr. Mean says be nice.